back here at Fort Morgan High School. Don't believe we'll have another national anthem as they took care of that earlier. So we will give you the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Sterling Tigers, their starters are 6'1" junior Mike Chavez, 6'4" sophomore Bodie Hume, 6 foot senior Chaz Lebsock, 6'3" senior Davis Lebsock, 6'1" junior Wade Kellogg. Starting lineup for your Fort Morgan Mustangs is brought to you by Cargill Beef. Cargill Beef is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. So the starting lineup for your Fort Morgan Mustangs will be 6 foot sophomore Grayson Garver, 6'5" sophomore Trey McBride, 6 foot junior Austin Breidenbach, and 5'11" senior Nate Gertner. And I guess we'll get all 5 of them here. And 6'1" junior Tate Kimball. The rest of the Fort Morgan Mustangs on the roster tonight is 5'11" senior Trevor Link, 6 foot junior Michael Lauk, 6'3" senior Connor Shaver, 5'10" senior Drew Gherkin, 5'11" sophomore Luis Garcia, 6'5" senior Jake Norris, but I believe he is still not lined or not dressed, as he did have a cast, I believe, on a hand at one time. And rounding it out is 6'3" senior Derek Bain. Head coach is Chad Unrein, assistant coach is Harrison Chisholm and C.W. Scott. The managers for the Fort Morgan Mustangs: Jay Armstrong, Dual Campa, William Amaya, Dominic Garcia, Nathan Harmon, and Josh Carell. The Sterling Tigers head coach is Mike Holloway, assisted by Doug Holloway and Brad Hessler. So we will see what happens here tonight, as I think this will be a little bit more competitive basketball game than what we saw with the girls. So they will introduce the non-starters now for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Mustangs are coming in tonight after a big overtime win at Fort Lupton Tuesday night, 71-64, where they were down at one point, I believe, 16 points, and tied it up at the end at 57, and had a chance right at the end. I believe it was Nate Gertner, with about 2 seconds left, had a layup roll out, so that sent it into overtime, and then Fort Morgan took control and won that game 71-64, as they sit on the year at 3-0 in the Colorado 7 League play and 6-4 overall. And Mustangs will entertain the Alameda Pirates tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It will be a doubleheader here on B106 and B106.com, as the girls will play at 5:30 and then the boys will follow at 7. Looks like Sterling has traveled pretty well here. They have a pretty good group of fans over there on that west sideline, as Sterling comes in with their black uniforms trimmed in orange. Fort Morgan in their white uniforms with maroon letters. So I know a game that you want to learn a lot from here. It's not going to go count towards the Colorado 7 League standings, but Fort Morgan and Sterling was always a big rivalry in the Tri-Valley League. Sterling, as we could see from before, at least since 2006. 2006 have led that contest 14-1. So that's now the starting lineups. They will finally get to the starting lineup for the Mustangs. So once they're done with Sterling tonight, the Mustangs will host Alameda, and then they will host Elizabeth next Tuesday night, and then they will be at Weld Central next Friday, and then on January 23rd, that's a Saturday, the boys will play at Platte Valley at 5 o'clock. And then they will be at Englewood, at Skyview, at Vista Peak, home to Fort Lupton, at Alameda. And let's see, at Alameda on the 9th, then at Elizabeth on the 12th, then finish out the year with 2 home games with Weld Central and Englewood. About ready to get this game underway here. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Looking to find insurance for your car, home, or even for you? Call Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or provide a quote. So Trey McBride will jump against Davis Lebsock. Lebsock is a 6'3 senior. Trey McBride is 6'5 sophomore. As they will get ready to tip this thing off, and that opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. As they are ready at the scorer's table, the refs are ready, the players are ready, the fans are ready. And the Sterling Tigers win the tip as they get it into the hands of Chaz Lebsock. Now over to Hume. Hume out at the top. Now Lebsock as the Sterling Tigers whip that ball around. The 3 from the top is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Grayson Garver as he finally controls it. But I think they're going to have a reach foul on Sterling. And that will be on Chaz Lebsock. That will be his first. So Fort Morgan to inbounds. Tate Kimball just shy of midcourt as he gets it into Garver. Garver's being guarded by Kellogg. Man-to-man defense by the Sterling Tigers. Breidenbach drives it all the way down. His layup is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Chavez. Chavez gets it back from Lebsock, now over to Hume. Now a 3 straight away, and that was off the back of the rim and no good. Strong rebound by McBride. Now it's going to have thought it was going to be a turnover, but Nate Gertner steps in front of the Sterling Tiger to save that pass. Breidenbach out on the right wing, now to McBride out at the point. Back to Breidenbach, right wing. Almost walked with it, needs to move it, and it gets it to Garver. Garver drives it down the right side, spins into the lane, kicks it out to Breidenbach. That shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Davis Lebsock. As he gets it into the hands of Chaz Lebsock, now over to Chavez. Now driving down the left baseline. Oh, in and out, but tipped out and taken away by McBride as he gets it into Breidenbach's hands. Back now a deep 3 by Grayson Garver off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Lebsock. No score here yet. 6:10 to go in the first period. As the Sterling Tigers look to get the ball around, now we have Chavez over to Lebsock. They try to get it underneath. Nice job by Tate Kimball to knock the ball out of bounds. Sterling to retain possession will inbound right baseline of their basket with 5:54 to go first period. No score. Sterling gets it in. Shot is going to be up and it's going to go in and it will count. So we'll see who that foul is going to be on. I believe that was on Tate Kimball, his first. I believe that is Davis Lebsock at the line with the basket, with the free throw, and that is up and good. So 3-0 in favor of the Sterling Tigers here. Turnover, bad pass by Garver. All the way down, up and good is going to be the layup by Chaz Lebsock. Got to watch their passes. Quick on the feet are the Sterling Tigers. Garver now to Gertner out on the left wing. Breidenbach now to Garver. Garver gets it to McBride over on the left baseline, drives that baseline, spins, gets it out to Kimball. Kimball stumbles but gets it over to Garver. Garver drives it down the right side. It's going to be taken by McBride. His shot up and no good, rebounded by Chavez. And Sterling gets it up court quickly with Chaz Lebsock, and they're going to call the travel on Lebsock, so a turnover by the Sterling Tigers now as Drew Gherkin comes in for Grayson Garver. Coach Unron giving a little instructions to Tate Kimball, I believe, as he gets set to bring up court. 5-0 Sterling with 4:45 to go here, first period. Gertner now with it to McBride out at the point. McBride now to Kimball out on the right wing. A pretty tight defense here by the Sterling Tigers. Gherkin for the three from the corner off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Chaz Lebsock. Lebsock brings it all the way down. Kicks it off into the corner to Kellogg. Kellogg is going to be taken away. Turnover by the Sterling Tigers as Nate Gertner takes it in. Shot is going to be blocked at the rim. Austin Breidenbach, shot by McBride, is up and no good off the rim. Taken away by the Sterling Tigers. And now tipped out of bounds off of Chaz Lebsock. So another turnover by the Sterling Tigers. 3:50 to go, 5-0. So far, one foul apiece on each team. Tate Kimball with one and Chaz Lebsock with one for the Sterling Tigers. Gherkin now to McBride on the left baseline. Underneath to Tate Kimball, up and under. Shot is no good. Another block shot at the rim by Sterling. And I believe that block was probably by Bodie Hume. He is a 6'4" sophomore. Tate Kimball comes in at 6'1". So Fort Morgan to inbounds left baseline of their basket. Tate Kimball to trigger it in as they get it into Gertner. Breidenbach out on the left wing. That's going to be over the head of Tate Kimball. And out of bounds. So turnover by the Mustangs as Sterling will inbounds far into the court. So fairly quick action here, but not a lot of points so far. For no points for Fort Morgan, only 5 so far for the Tigers. Almost taken away. Now a three from the right corner, and that is going to be up and no good. Rebounded, tipped around by McBride. Tate Kimball takes it all the way down, keeps the dribble. Now Breidenbach out on the right wing to McBride for the three, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Chavez. Get it into the hands of Lebsock, and that shot is up and no good. Not a good job at rebounding, and that shot is going to be up and good by Davis Lebsock. 5 points on the night for Lebsock, 7-0 Sterling with 2:40 here in the first period. Breidenbach now to Gherkin over on the left wing. McBride fakes the three. Now he dribbles the ball once, hands it off to Gertner out high. Breidenbach once again to McBride. McBride in, but he is going to call there's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot, I believe. And that foul will go on Davis Lebsock, his first. Garver in and Connor Shaver into the game for the Mustangs as Austin Breidenbach and McBride come out. So Fort Morgan to inbounds left baseline of their basket as they get it into Gertner. Now to Tate Kimball for a three, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Gertner on the left baseline. Looks to get it out. He does to Kimball. Kimball gets it back to Gertner as they get the offense set up, get it into the hands of Garver. Garver drives it down the right side. Drew Gherkin now going to get it back to Garver on the right corner. Minute 53, still scoreless are the Mustangs as Sterling up 7-0. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by the Sterling Tigers into the hands of Davis Lebsock. As they get the ball down court. Into the hands of, they just whip it around here pretty quick as they get into the hands of Braden Lambrecht. There's going to be a foul on the shot, and that's going to send Davis Lebsock back to the line. And I believe that was Drew Gherkin that had the foul, and it is. So his first, so that'll send Davis Lebsock back to the line to shoot two. So Lebsock's first shot is up and no good. Central Auto Parts, you need your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them by purchasing the best quality parts at great prices at your local Napa store. Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Second shot is up and also no good. Rebounded by McBride. So still 7-0 here in the first period. Grayson Garver, a shot from the right side, is going to be up and good. Finally broke the ice there for the Mustangs for the first points of the night. And they get it into the hands of Lebsock out high. Now they tried to get it underneath, but the Tigers retain possession. I thought there was going to be a steal there. Drives it all the way down. Shot is up and no good. Getting kind of wild underneath. Shot is going to be blocked and taken by McBride. Nice job there by Trey McBride. He gets it up court to Kimball. Kimball all the way down the bucket. Oh, in and out. That was halfway down and comes back out. Rebounded by Gherkin. Hands it off to Garver, but he loses it off his leg. And they're going to call a jump ball. So that possession will go to the Mustangs with 37.9 seconds. Low scoring affair here, 7-2 Sterling. As Fort Morgan will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Tate Kimball to inbounds. As he looks to get the ball in. Gets it into Garver in the left corner, now out to McBride. Gherkin out high, back to McBride. Connor Shaver on the right side. Looks like maybe Fort Morgan will just try to run this clock down unless they get a wide open look underneath. Gherkin to McBride in the corner, down to 18 seconds, 7-2 Sterling here, first period. So McBride looks to get it out, and his pass is going to be errant and out of bounds. Nobody there, so turnover by the Mustangs. So Sterling look to get the last shot of the quarter now, 9.6 seconds. As they get the ball into the hands on the far side, it's going to be taken away by Garver with 2 seconds. He needs to shoot the ball, does not do any clock management. So at the end of one, it's Sterling 7, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, get the start of this third period going here, or second period, excuse me. So Sterling will get the ball to start this start of this second period. As they get the ball into the hands of Kellogg. Kellogg goes all the way to the rim from the baseline, but he is going to be fouled on the shot, so that will send Kellogg to the line to shoot two. And that is going to be on Kimball. That will be his second. The first Fort Morgan score of the game is brought to you by Morgan Federal Bank. A bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. They are on the cutting edge of banking. Stop by 321 Ensign and see what options they have available. Morgan Federal Bank, there is a difference. First free throw is up and good for Kellogg. Second one off the back of the rim and no good. Strong rebound by McBride. He gets it into the hands of Breidenbach. Now to Garver out at the point. Tate Kimball on the right wing. 8-2 Sterling. Just under 7.5 to go here in the second period. Another turnover by the Mustangs. Bad pass into the lane. And Sterling shoots from the three from the right side. That is up and no good. And that is going to be kept out of bounds by Sterling. So Fort Morgan to take possession as Davis Lebsock comes back into the game. Let's see, as does Chaz Lebsock for the Sterling Tigers. Starting five out on the court, still for the Mustangs, down 8-2. So not anywhere out of this game. They just need to get some shots to go. It's a tough defense, quick defense by the Sterling Tigers. Not a good shot taken by McBride. Kind of forced it over the basket, but Mustangs get possession. Breidenbach with a shot. His shot no good. Rebounded by Sterling. Ball knocked away temporarily. Sterling picks it up. Runs their offense as they get it into the hands of Chavez over on the left side. Now a three is going to be taken from the right side, and that is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. He knocks his own man down, Grayson Garver, as he gets the rebound. Gertner now drives it into the lane, kicks it out to Garver out on the left side. His shot is up and going to be blocked, taken away by Chaz Lebsock. Chaz Lebsock all the way down, and that layup is going to be up and good for Chaz Lebsock. 10-2, and it looks like Junrine is going to take a timeout, but we will keep it right here. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East.
So far for this first half, the Mustangs have 5 turnovers and the Sterling Tigers have 3.
So a very low-scoring game, considering that both teams average just right at 55 points a game. So, but Sterling has a pretty good defense. It's tough for Fort Morgan to get any good shots out. Fort Morgan's defense is pretty decent, but the Sterling Tigers have missed a number of three-point attempts. So they're not on their game as far as the shots are concerned. As Garver now over to Breidenbach out on the left wing. Breidenbach drives it in. Shot is going to be up and good from the right side by Trey McBride. His first 2 of the night. 10-4 Sterling. As they get the ball into the hands of Chavez. Now over to Hume. Quick action here on the Sterling end as they get the ball. Nice layup, give and go to Bodie Hume. His first 2 of the night. Another takeaway by the other end by the Tigers. A 3 from the right-left corner is going to be off the rim and no good, but rebounded by the Tigers. They get the ball back to Kellogg. It's going to be taken away. A jump ball is going to be called, and that will be possession arrow to the Mustangs. Nice job there by Grayson Garver to go after that ball and get the tie-up. So Garver takes it past half court. Gets it back over to Gertner, now underneath to McBride. His shot is halfway down and comes back out. Can't get it to fall. So Sterling spin move all the way down. It looks like it's going to be out of bounds off the knee of Chaz Lebsock. So now Riley Schaefer comes into the game for Chavez. It looks like a timeout. We'll see if it's just a 30-second timeout or it is a 30-second timeout, but we'll just keep it right here for.
Like you said, Brian, Sterling putting up a heck of a defense right now. So we're getting it pretty hard for them to get those shots in there.
Yeah, 12-4. Fort Morgan, their defense has been pretty decent also, but Sterling has been getting to the bucket, getting some layups, getting their points that way. So, First National Bank in Fleming. Bank your financial needs with a Logan County home-owned bank since 1917. First National Bank in Fleming, member FDIC. So possession to the Mustangs. As Garver now to bring it up, being guarded by Schaefer. Gets it to McBride, back to Garver, over to Gertner out on the left high wing. Now to McBride out at the point. Breidenbach, not a lot at the basket as far as being able to cut in there. Garver all the way down. His up and under layup is up and no good. Rebounded by Sterling and taken away by the Mustangs. And the turnover by the Sterling Tigers. 12-4, excuse me. Sterling with 3:57 to go here in this first half. Not a lot of shot attempts here by the Mustangs. Austin Breidenbach out at the point. Reluctant to shoot right now. He's going to back it out. Gets it to Gertner out on the left wing. Now into McBride. Back to Gertner. Gertner to Garver out at the point. Drives it down to the left elbow. Picked up there. Now to Tate Kimball. Kimball at the free throw line. Picks it off to Breidenbach. He gets it out to Garver at the point. 3:22, 12-4 Sterling. Shot is going to be up and good right at the bucket by Breidenbach. His first two of the night. Sterling runs their offense to get it into the hands of Lebsock. Now over to Kellogg. Schaefer now get it over on the near side to Kellogg. 2:52, 12-6 Sterling. As Sterling backs it out a little bit and then will get running back into their offense once again. Three from the top is going to be up and good by Bodie Hume. First three of the night by the Sterling Tigers, now up 15-6. 9-point lead with 2:26 to go here first half. McBride picks it up now cross court to Garver on the left wing. Breidenbach to Tate Kimball. Just not much room for the Mustangs to get a shot up. They're going to have a hand check foul on number 5. That'll be Bodie Hume, his first. So 3 team fouls apiece on each team. 2:08 to go here in the first half of play. Austin Breidenbach comes out. Tate Kimball comes out. Drew Gherkin in and Connor Shaver in for the Mustangs. So Garver to inbounds for the Mustangs. Left baseline tip in, going to be taken away by Sterling. So a turnover by the Mustangs. As they get the ball down court, another three is going to be taken by Hume. Up and no good, rebounded by McBride. As McBride's going to get it down court to Gertner, and then he tries to get it underneath the Shaver, and he does not see the pass and goes out of bounds. So another turnover by the Mustangs as they're down 15-6 with 1:54 to go here in the first half of play. So quick moving contest. A deep three from the right side. That's off the rim and no good. Now there's going to be a foul, and I believe that will be on Braden Lambrecht as he went over the back. So Braden Lambrecht with a foul. So another 30-second timeout here taken by the Mustangs and Chad Unrein. So Shine On in Sterling has affordable detailing, and their window tinting will reduce glare and eye discomfort and protects your vehicle. Just give Shine On in Sterling a call at 580-4345. B&J Plumbing can handle all your plumbing needs from clogged drains to a major construction project. Just give them a call at 522-3828. Atwood Steakhouse, home of the $8.95 dinner menu during the week and the best prime rib and other great specials on Friday and Saturdays. They're making you hungry again?
You got to stop talking about food tonight, Brian. It's not good.
So Fort Morgan to inbounds with 1:42 here left in the first half of play, down 15-6 into the hands of Drew Gherkin. Controlled by the Mustangs, knocked around a little bit. Gherkin back to McBride. McBride spins in. Now Gherkin head fake, drives it down the left side into the left baseline. Now he gives it off to McBride out there. Garver out at the point. Gives it off to Gherkin. Now McBride. Now they're going to call underneath. As McBride was trying to back in, they're going to call a foul on Bodie Hume. Will be his second. 5 team fouls on Sterling, 3 on Fort Morgan. As Garver looks to get the ball in, they get it into Shaver. Gherkin now over to Gertner out on the high right wing. Now back to Garver out at the point with a minute left here in this first half as they get the ball into the corner to McBride. Now back out to Garver. A three is going to be taken up and good by Nate Gertner. Cut this lead down to 6, 15-9. As now Sterling runs it into the center, but it's going to be missed and taken by McBride as he gets it up court to Gertner. Gertner now picks up the dribble, gives it to Garver. Garver over to Gherkin out on the left wing. Now back to Garver. As Trevor Link gets ready to come into the game for the Mustangs, we'll see if he gets a chance to come in. Little left-handed layup, little left-handed hook, is going to be good by Gertner. So 5 quick points here by the Mustangs with 8 seconds left here in this first half. As Lambrecht gets it off to Schaefer, his shot is going to be up and no good, and they're going to call a foul on the shot with 2.2 seconds. And that will send Schaefer to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is going to go on Nate Gertner, his first. So a chance for Sterling to put a couple of points on the board without the clock running, and that is going to be not a good shot as it goes off the back of the rim and no good. So as ugly as this looked, Fort Morgan only down 4, 15-11 with 2.2 seconds left here in this first period, or first half, That shot is up and good. So Fort Morgan to get the ball in. Shaver, Fort Morgan has it taken away. So at the end of the first half, the Sterling Tigers lead your Fort Morgan Mustangs 16-11 on B106 and B106.com. Here at Fort Morgan High School, as we get ready to start this second half of play, the Sterling Tigers will take possession to start off as they're up 5, 16-11. Yes, 16-11 at halftime. Hume gets it cross court to Lebsock. Now a 3 from the left corner, and that is a 3 by Chaz Lebsock. So Tate Kimball now with it in the front court for the Mustangs. Gets it back from McBride. Garver now to Gertner over on the right side. Back out to Garver to Kimball. Underneath. Little layup, shot up and no good. Contested right at the hand of McBride. Quickly down court. It looked like a nice block by McBride, but I believe that will be the first foul on Trey McBride, and that will send Chaz Lebsock to the line to shoot 2. That first free throw is up and good. 8 points on the night for Chaz Lebsock. Second free throw in and out, but rebounded by Schaefer. But his shot, or not Schaefer, it was rebounded by Chavez. And then his pass goes out of bounds over on the far side. As both teams here have pretty good student representation here tonight.
They do.
So Garver keeps the ball alive, gets it off to Gertner out high. 20-11 Sterling with 7:10 to go here in the third period. Garver picks up his dribble, now gets it to Tate Kimball. Kimball now to Gertner. Gertner to Kimball. Kimball fakes the three, gives it to McBride. McBride goes to spin, gives it out to Garver. Garver at the left elbow underneath to Breidenbach, and his shot is going to be blocked by 6'3" Davis Lebsock. And Sterling now gets it up court quickly with Wade Kellogg. Shot all the way up and no good, but rebounded. There's going to be another foul on McBride on the rebound. So that will be 2 on McBride. Sterling will take the ball out left baseline of their basket, up 9, 20-11. So now a three from the left side is up and off the rim and no good, but rebounded once again by Hume. Get it to Lebsock, to Chavez, and then to Bodie Hume. You get the ball underneath, they try to get it. That should be a travel. Oh, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call that on Grayson Garver. So 3 team fouls here so far on the Mustangs this third period, none so far on the Sterling Tigers. Into the lane, shot is going to be up and good by Davis Lebsock. 7 points on the night for Lebsock, 22-11. Sterling doubling up the Mustangs here with 6 minutes to go in the third period. Fort Morgan yet to score. Now a steal by Chavez. Now Fort Morgan seems to save it, but Sterling will retain possession of it as the shot is going to be up and no good by Chaz Lebsock. Rebounded, but the bad outlet pass intercepted by Lebsock. Shot is going to be up and good by Davis Lebsock. So Fort Morgan playing some sloppy ball right now with their outlet passes, not getting any type of rebounding here, at least on the offensive end. 24-11. Tigers, now they get it into McBride. Garver now, his shot is going to be blocked by Chavez. And now going to be tipped out of bounds on the far end by the Mustangs. As Drew Gherkin comes in for Garver. 24-11 with 5:11 left to go here in this third period. Fort Morgan yet to score here almost 3 minutes into the third period. Hume now over on the far side with Kellogg. Kellogg back to Hume out on the left high wing. Get it into the hands of Davis Lebsock. Now they're going to call a hand check on McBride. Now McBride is going to come out as that is 3 on him. Connor Shaver comes in. For McBride as Sterling will inbounds in front of this Fort Morgan student section. Almost taken away by Fort Morgan. Nice hustle by Drew Gherkin. Oh, they said it's off of Sterling and out of bounds, so Fort Morgan will get the ball as they will inbound in front of the Sterling bench. Connor Shaver gets it into Kimball. Gertner now out on the left wing, kicks it off to Breidenbach. Gherkin now to Shaver to take Kimball out on the right wing. Off the head of Gherkin and into the hands of Bodie Hume. Bodie Hume takes it all the way down, up and good for the layup. 7 points on the night for Hume, 26-11 now. Sterling as Coach Chad Unrein will take a timeout here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, and we'll take one with them. Mustangs down 26-11 on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel with Corey Riddle here at Fort Morgan High School, where the Mustangs are shut out so far in this third period, being outscored 10-0 so far here in this third period. Find themselves down 15 to the Sterling Tigers, ranked 7th in the state in 3A. As the Mustangs get the ball in court with Gertner out on the left. Now to Shaver at the point to Link, Trevor Link, who has come into the game for Austin Breidenbach. Trevor Link for a three from straight on is going to be air ball. A nice job by Gertner as he jumps out of bounds and ends up throwing it off of the head of one of the Sterling players. So Fort Morgan to retain possession to throw it in right baseline of their basket. They get it into Shaver. Shaver back with it. Now he gets it off to Girk and out to Link. Link now gets it over to Nate Gertner out on the left wing. Tate Kimball out on the right wing. A little head fake and then dribbles, picks up his dribble. Trevor Link tries to get it underneath. It's going to be tipped and taken away, but I believe they're going to call a foul on Sterling. I believe that will be on number 34, Brennan Skurjanik. His first. Fort Morgan looks to get the ball in. They do get it into Gertner as he goes into the backcourt to retrieve the ball. Gerken in the corner now to Link. Link back to Gerken out on the left wing. Tate Kimball finally for an open shot from the right wing, up and good for Tate Kimball, his first two of the night. Sterling finally lost him, and that should be an offensive foul, and it is, as Braden Lambrecht comes charging into the lane and knocks Connor Shaver to the ground. It's like Trey McBride coming in for Shaver. No, it's not going to be for Shaver. It's going to be for Trevor Link. So nice charge taken there by Connor Shaver. 26-13 with 3 minutes to go here, third period. As Tate Kimball finally broke the ice for the Mustangs. Another three from the right side. That is up and good for Tate Kimball. He's got the hot hand right now. Cut this back down to a 10-point lead, 26-16. Student section getting into it here for the Mustangs. A three from the right side. That is up and good by Lambrecht. His first points of the night. McBride now out at the point. Looks to get somebody open. Spins into the lane. This shot is going to be up and good. And he will be fouled. Basket is good, and the foul will be on Davis Lebsock, his second. So McBride only 4 points on the night, but real strong at the bucket. How many rebounds does he have tonight so far?
McBride, he is sitting at 11.
So McBride, what they're waiting on here for sure. So he does finally get the ball from the ref. Cut this back to a 10-point lead with a free throw made here, and that's off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Isaac Harris. Chaz Lebsock. Oh, that was a travel. That looks like that could have hurt. Kind of slipped and fell was Lambrecht. Slipped and then went back on his haunches, kind of. It didn't look very comfortable. So, but turnover by Sterling. They're up 11, 29-18 with 2 minutes to go here, third period. Kirkin now to Kimball. Kimball to McBride. McBride with a strong move, and they're going to call another foul, and that will be on Davis Lebsock. That will be his third. 4 team fouls on Sterling, 4 on Fort Morgan, as Fort Morgan will inbound right baseline of their basket. As Sterling has somebody at the scorer's table to come in. Nope, they're not going to let him come in. Too late getting up there. That was Bodie Hume. As they look to get the ball in, they go into the backcourt is Grayson Garver. Garver out at the point, gets it off to Gherkin. Gherkin now to McBride. McBride for a 3, and that is off the rim. No good. Strong rebound, though, by Garver, or by Connor Shaver, but his shot is going to be blocked as they get the ball out into the hands of Lambrecht. Now with Lebsock over on the far side is Davis Lebsock, drives it into the lane and kicks it out. That shot is going to be up and good by Lambrecht. His second 3 of the quarter, 32-18. Sterling with 1:12 to go here. Pass out to Gherkin out at the point. Move is no foul called as McBride goes up with a shot. Still no foul called as they're being hammered underneath on the shots, and no call. We're now done under a minute. And now they call a foul on this end on the shot, but don't call one at the other end. So I'm not sure where they're coming up with this at. We'll see who that foul is on. And that is going to be on Connor Shaver, his first. And they are going to send Davis Lebsock to the line to shoot 2.
That just didn't even look right down there.
First free throw is up and good for Lebsock. Yeah, we get hammered down here 2 or 3 times and nothing called, and they go down there one time and their Coach Unrein down here having a little chat with the ref down here, trying to get his point across. There's that second free throw up and good. Okay, back here at Fort Morgan High School, had a little technical difficulties. Gherkin now a 3 from the left corner, up and no good. Rebounded by the Sterling Tigers into the hands of Chaz Lebsock. 29 seconds left here in the third period. Lambrecht now over to Hume out on the high right wing, being guarded by Shaver. Now a deep 3 is going to be taken, and that is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride as he gets it out to Gherkin. Gherkin pulls it down, gets it into the hands of McBride. McBride takes it all the way down. His shot is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Shaver into the hands of Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball from the deuce at the buzzer, and that is up and no good. So at the end of 3, 34-18 Sterling on B106 and B106.com. Back here to start this fourth period of play, the Mustangs outscored in that period 18-7 by the Sterling Tigers as they hit 3 threes, about 3 free throws, and a couple of 3 two-point baskets. Fort Morgan has been to the line once tonight by Trey McBride after he made a basket and missed that free throw. The Sterling Tigers have been to the line 11 times, or excuse me, looks like 13 times. No, it is 11, and they are 6 of 11.
Nice.
And they're going to call a technical on Trey McBride for hanging on the rim. Trey having a little chat with the ref. But you can't hang on the rim, that's for sure. So they're going to send
it. Nice, but
a technical foul has been called, and that will send Chaz Lebsock to the line to shoot 2, and he just made the first. And that one up and also good. So 36-18, and Sterling will retain possession after the technical. Now a couple of substitutions for the Tigers as they get the ball in the backcourt to Lebsock. quickly gets it down to Hume and then over to Davis Lebsock. Davis Lebsock drives it down, then kicks it out to Chavez. As Sterling passes it around here, trying to find some type of an open shot as the Mustangs in their man-to-man defense. Shot or layup is, ball is going to be finally knocked out of bounds off of Sterling as it was on the ground and being fought for. So Garver to bring the ball up across half court. Gets it into the hands of Kimball, but knocked out of his hands and out of bounds by Lebsock. So Fort Morgan to retain possession on the far side. As the Mustangs find themselves down 18, 36 to 18. As they get the ball into Garver in the back court. Just over 7 minutes left here in this contest as Gertner out on the left wing gets to McBride out at the point. Garver now over on the right side, drives it all the way down. The ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Chavez as Garver tried to get it into the corner to Gherkin. Timeout here as one of the Sterling Tigers gets his shoe tied. 16 fouls on the Mustangs, 4 on the Tigers. Tate Kimball baseline, the little jumper is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Lebsock as he gives it off to his brother Chaz. Ball is going to be tipped away. Should have been a foul called on the trip. Layup is up and no good by McBride. Now they're going to have a foul called against Fort Morgan. I believe that might go against Trey McBride.
That's what I'm thinking there. I'll put him out if that's it.
So that's 4. I don't believe the technical is a personal foul. So
Okay.
Austin Breidenbach back into the game. Drew Gherkin out. Connor Shaver looks to be coming back in. Now it's going to be a 1-and-1 on that foul, as that is a 7th team foul on Fort Morgan. So Connor Shaver in, Trey McBride to come out. Nope, I guess I'm wrong. That is the 5th foul. That technical was also counted as a personal foul. So they are sending Mike Chavez to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And that first free throw was off the front of the rim and no good, but rebounded by Davis Lebsock. That shot is up and no good. He gets another strong rebound and finally taken down at the end. As he is fouled on the shot. They didn't call anything over the back on the rebound, but that will send Davis Lebsock to the line to shoot 2, I believe, as he was fouled on the shot. That first free throw is up and good. So Coach Unrein into the ear of one of the refs once again. As we get hammered on this end and they go all they want down there. Free throw is up and good on the 1-and-1.
So we got a player down there on the Sterling side.
So both of those shots were good.
So before Mike Chavez came out.
Was it not? Did they give them their points? I thought it was 38. Anyway, a timeout is going to be called here by Fort Morgan. So we'll take one with them with 6:18 to go. Fort Morgan down 38-18 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, Mustangs down 20, 38-18. As they will throw it in from the far side with Tate Kimball to trigger it in. They get it into Garver. Garver, they look to get Tate Kimball open, but they get it to Gertner. Gertner back to Garver, now to Connor Shaver. Tate Kimball, a little jumper from the right baseline is up and good for Kimball. Now they're going to do some nice job there by Connor Shaver as Fort Morgan is in the put on a press, but the Sterling Tigers get it into the front court now, set up their offense. Fort Morgan down 18, 38-20 with a little over 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth period. Sterling now into the hands of Kellogg. Back to Lambrecht out on the high right wing. Drives it into the lane. Pulls it down. Now gives it to Humes. He drives it down to the lane. Little left-handed layup is up and good for Bodie Hume. Garver now over to Gertner. Gertner back to Garver, over to Breidenbach, who has come into the game. Little layup is up and good by Austin Breidenbach. 4 points on the night for Breidenbach. As Fort Morgan puts on the full court press once again, they get it up quickly. Now no foul called as Garver goes to the floor, but he brushes by a Sterling player. Now into the corner, now drives it down the right baseline. Now they're going to call a foul in the down at the post. I believe that will be on Tate Kimball. That will be 3 on Kimball. And that will send Chaz Lebsock to the line. I believe to shoot a 1-and-1. That one is up and good. So he will earn another as they were up now 41-22. Next free throw is in and out. Rebounded though by, they're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan on the,
I think it's on Breidenbach.
No, I think it was on Connor Shaver, I believe. We'll see who they put it up on. It was on Shaver. They got him for 3. Okay. So this will send Davis Lebsock to the line to shoot 2, as this is a 10th team foul. And that first one is up and good. Shaver out. Derek Bain into the game for the Mustangs. Shot is up and also good. Fort Morgan hustles the ball up court. They get it into the hands of Garver with 4.5 minutes to go. Breidenbach down at the free throw line. His shot is off the backboard and in. That's what it's there for. Use that backboard. Fort Morgan with the full court press once again, but Sterling no problem getting it up into the front court. And it's right under the basket is going to be Wade Kellogg for the bucket. 21-point lead now, 45-24 with 4 minutes to go. Gertner with a left-handed layup. It is up and good, and he is fouled on the play. So that will send Gertner to the line to shoot 1. 7 points on the night for Gertner. Foul goes against Wade Kellogg, his first. Gertner's free throw is up and no good, and going to be tipped around and taken by Gertner over in the corner. Tate Kimball at the free throw line kicks it out to Bain. Gertner now to Garver to Tate Kimball in the left corner. Garver for the 3, and that is up and good for Grayson Garver. 5 points on the night for Garver, 45-29, with 3.5 to go here in the contest. Mustangs with the full court defense, and a 30-second timeout is going to be called by Sterling, but we'll just keep it right here. Kind of helter-skelter here as we get close to the end of this contest. We'll remind you once again, tomorrow night, the Alameda Pirates come to town. The Fort Morgan girls and boys will play the Alameda Pirates. The girls will be at 5:30 and the boys will be at 7. And we will have both of those games right here on B106 and B106.com. So if you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, come out and watch a little high school basketball here at Fort Morgan High School.
We'll be here.
We will be here, so they should be here.
That's
and
right.
if you can't be here,
You should be listening.
listening to us on the radio. We appreciate everybody that tunes in for our broadcasts. We enjoy bringing high school sports to the community. Sterling to get the ball in. They get it into the backcourt to Chaz Lebsock. Now to Davis Lebsock. He loses the ball. Fort Morgan takes a turnover by Sterling. Grayson Garver all the way down. His layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Austin Breidenbach. His layup is up and good. 45-31 with 3 minutes to go. Sterling gets it into the hands of Kellogg. Now over to Lebsock. Now to Lembrecht. Lembrecht's going to drive it into the lane. Going to shoot it. Going to pass it out. Now it looks like Sterling to, as they say, take the air out of the ball here a little bit. Pass it around, run some time off the clock. Tough to score for the Mustangs when you don't have the ball. So if they can pass it around, run some time off the clock, it'll be tough for the Mustangs to get much closer as we're down to under 2.5 to go, 45-31. In favor of the Sterling Tigers. Lambrecht now, and there's going to be a foul called on the pass play. And I believe that's going to be on Garver. That will be his second.
Sometimes you just got to do that to stop all that passing.
So that will send, looks like Lambrecht back to the line to shoot two. He has not been there yet tonight. He does have 6 points on the night. Now he has 7 as that free throw is good. Like Trevor Link back into the game. For the Mustangs, Tate Kimball comes out. And they're just going to get him out and let the younger kids have a little bit of playing time here and get these kids rested up for tomorrow night's game. That shot also up and good for Lembrecht. 8 points on the night for him. Gertner now to Garver, but over to Breidenbach. Breidenbach drives it all the way down, and there's going to be a foul out on the before the shot. So Fort Morgan to inbounds left baseline of their basket as that foul will go on number 12, Davis Lebsock, and that will be 4 fouls on him. A full timeout will be taken here. So we'll take one with them. 47-31 Sterling on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel with Corey Riddle back here at the close of this ball game. 47-31 with 2:04 left here as Fort Morgan will inbounds left baseline of their basket as Tate Kimball has come back into the game for the Mustangs to get it into the corner to Bain. Now to Trevor Link, and his shot is going to be blocked and taken away by the Sterling Tigers. They've had a number of blocks. I haven't kept track of that. They've probably got 7 or 8 blocks anyway. And Sterling to kill a little time here. We're down to 1:40. Right under the basket is going to be Bodie Hume as he gets open for the deuce. 11 points on the Hume. Garver now at the going to be taken away, and then he takes it back, and there's going to be a foul called on Sterling. So that should send Garver to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And I believe that will be on Lambrecht. That will be his second. So Grayson Garver to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And that first free throw is up, in, and out. Now they're going to call somebody in the lane too soon, I believe, so Grayson will get, I think they just called a technical foul on the coach, on Chad Unrein. Must have said something that did not please the ref.
That seems like that's happening quite frequently lately.
So we'll see how they do this. Now Grayson will shoot the 1-and-1. Because it's going to be Sterling's ball anyway, because there was a technical foul called. So if he misses this one, I would guess they would go down and shoot the technical fouls.
Should be kind of interesting to know what he says.
That one is up and good. So he will earn a second. 6 points on the night for Garver. That one is up and also good. So now Sterling will go down and shoot the technical. So we've had 2 technicals tonight. One on Trey McBride for hanging onto the rim, and now one on Coach Unrein for speaking his mind. So we will send Davis Lebsock to the line to shoot 2, and that one is off the back of the rim and no good. But he will get another. The Mustangs are down 16 points. With a minute 28, that free throw is up and good. So Sterling will inbounds midcourt far side. Up 17. As they get the ball into the backcourt, into the hands of Chaz Lebsock. Hume out high, now being guarded by Lebsock. They're being guarded by Bain. Now Sterling to, that looks like that's going to be a foul, as it looked like Lembrecht hit Garver as he goes by. So Lembrecht, that will be 3 on him. Offensive foul must not be a shooting foul.
Well, I was just thinking.
So Fort Morgan with the ball in the front court. Down to a minute to go here in the contest. Derek Bain for a 3 from the left side. Up and good for Derek Bain. Nice shot there by Bain. 6'3" senior. As we're down to 48 seconds. Mustangs down 14, 50-36. As they will run some more time off the clock here, down to 35 seconds. And that's going to be an over and back on the Mustangs, or on the Sterling Tigers, excuse me. So another turnover by the Tigers, as Fort Morgan will inbounds far side, almost mid-court with 29.8 seconds to go. Get the ball into Garver, now to Breidenbach. Breidenbach into Tate Kimball, little jumper in the lane is up and good for Kimball. 4 points in the period for Kimball. Down to 15 seconds to go here. Lebsock drives it down and going to kick it out, and looks like Sterling will run this clock out. Nice defense though by the Mustangs. They take one more steal in the back quarter. Long shot at the buzzer by the Mustangs. And it is all over here at Fort Morgan High School, where the Mustangs go down only by 12, 50-38 to the Sterling Tigers. We will be back with the post-game show in 3 minutes on B106 and B106.com. This Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. So the Mustangs go down to the Sterling Tigers tonight, 50-38. Scoring goes like this for the Sterling Tigers. Riley Schaefer with 1, Mike Chavez with 1, Bodie Hume with 11, Chaz Lebsock with 11, Davis Lebsock with 16, Wade Kellogg with 3, and Braden Lembrecht with 8. For your Fort Morgan Mustangs, leading scorer tonight is Tate Kimball with 9, followed by Austin Breidenbach with 8, Grayson Garver with 7, as Nate Gertner also has 7. Trey McBride with 4, and Derek Bain with 3. The Mustangs were 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. The Sterling Tigers were 17 of 24 for 70% from the free throw line tonight.
This shows you that the refs were calling a little bit more in their favor tonight, I think.
You know, they were seeing the difference, and we were seeing it up here, but I guess that's why we're up here and they're down there. So tough game for the Sterling Tiger, or for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Usually is. I guess we will go with a Fort Morgan player of the game, and that is brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center. With 3 locations to serve you better: Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan. Your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies from plumbing to feed. And I guess we will give it to Tate Kimmel tonight with the 9 points. All his points did come in the second half. He had 5 in the third period and just 4 in the fourth period. So tough night for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, but they will have a chance to bounce back tomorrow night as they host the Alameda Pirates in a Colorado 7 League game, boys and girls both. Girls will be at 5:30. The boys will be at 7 o'clock. So it looks like it is time to get out of here. We will close this broadcast out tonight. The sound engineer and producer of Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball tonight has been Julie Garcia. For Corey Riddle, this is Brian Nickel. Once again, our 2 final scores tonight: the girls go down big, 15-70 to the Lady Sterling Tigers. The boys go down 50-38 to the Sterling Tigers. So you have been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Good night, everybody.
Good night.